will win Survivor 50? That is a question I have been asking myself in my old noodle for the past few days. And I want to give my opinions on who has the least likely chance to win and most likely chance to win. So I will be going through every single player that's still in the game. We will start off with the players who have a -% chance to win and work our way up to the player who I think is going to have a very good shot at taking home the moolah. But guys, before we get into it, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and hype this video, because if you hype this video, I will personally send you a signed copy of Coach's toe ring. First up, we have Tiffany. There is a -1 billion% chance that Tiffany is going to win this game. She has had like freaking 2 confessionals in 5 episodes. Zach Brown has double the confessionals of this bozo. If Tiffany wins this season, you know what? If Tiffany makes the freaking finale of season 50, I will cover myself in peanut butter and walk to a dog park. And next up we have Chrissy, who also has a negative shot at winning this season. But I honestly feel like Tiffany actually has a better edit than Chrissy, because at least Chrissy's 2 confessionals actually make her look like a competent Survivor player. Literally, Chrissy's entire edit so far is that everyone on her old tribe hated her and she would have been voted off, and then Coach telling her that, and then her crying. That's all we have so far. And next up we have Joe. I think there's a very, very low chance that Joe is able to win this season. I think 48 was literally perfectly crafted for Joe to win, and he still only got 1 freaking jury vote. I do think Joe has a very high chance of making it to the end of the game because his gameplay is so horribly atrocious. But no one in their right mind other than like Coach is gonna vote for this guy to win the game. Bro almost lost his mind when Rick Devens lied to him once. What the freak is gonna happen when the merge hits? I'm just waiting for the day that Joe catches Coach in a lie. That would be some peak cinema right there. Next up we got D, the butt munching, toe stubbing home wrecker. Yeah, there's just absolutely no way on God's green earth they're gonna let this lady get to the end after already winning. You're done for, bud. And next up we got Camila the Killer, and it paid me to put the epic Camila this low, but she has no freaking edit this season. She has 9 confessionals in the first 5 episodes. To put that in perspective, in her first season, she had 21 confessionals in the first 5 episodes. I would absolutely love to see Camila the Killer win this season, but it's just not in the cards. And next up we got Colby, and speaking of Camila, Colby's like the Camila of this season for me. And what I mean by that is in all of the preseason stuff before 48, I thought I was going to absolutely hate Camila, but she turned out to be one of my favorite players of the season, and so far I am absolutely loving Colby, even though I thought he was going to be absolutely buns on the season. But the big issue with Colby is his entire edit is just being a henchman. First he was a henchman for the Genevieve Alliance, now he's a henchman for the Coach Alliance. Also, he doesn't have his vote, which could be very bad for him next episode, because there's supposed to be freaking 3 people voted off at the merge, apparently. And next up we have OnlyFans Azie. I just can't picture in my brain Azie winning a season of Survivor. Who's gonna want to vote for the big old bozo who forces you to give him your shot in the dark because you didn't fill him in on a vote? What a loser. And next up we have Stephanie, and Stephanie's a really confusing case because, she's playing a really freaking good game right now. She was in a majority alliance, got freaking swap screwed out the wazoo, somehow hasn't been in any danger whatsoever, unless you want to call Angelina voting for her danger, which I don't, because it was very apparent Angelina was cooked to that trouble account. But the edit isn't showing this. The edit is showing Christian turning on Mike, and then Christian and Azie going World War III on each other. And next up we have Emily flipping, and she's the opposite case of Stephanie, because Emily has a load of content. She has 19 confessionals so far, the 3rd most of the season, but holy moly is she playing an absolutely atrocious, horrible doo-doo game of Survivor. Holy moly. As soon as they tribe swap, she starts spilling the beans to everyone about everything on her old tribe. And then freaking when Christian wanted to take out Mike and said, "Hey, Emily, Don't tell Azie. She freaking calls Azie over right in front of Christian and begins to tell him, Emily, what the freak are you doing, buddy? And next up we have Coach, and I can't believe I'm hitting Coach this high on the list considering his last performances, but Coach is playing surprisingly well this time around. Like, it seems like he's in charge of his current tribe, and everyone on his previous tribe loved working with him. The only person that is in any way a threat to Coach's game right now is Oscar. And I'm not gonna lie, if we do have an Oscar versus Coach scuffle, I think Coach walks away unscathed, not gonna lie. And next we have Siri, and Siri is playing an amazing game currently. She's in a majority alliance on her tribe with Rizzo, Camila, and D. She also has an extra vote and has a really tight duo alliance with Oscar, who has an idol, but the problem is, she's freaking Siri. There is no way, unless all of these players are actually moronic doofuses, that they're gonna freaking let Siri touch the final 3 with a 10-foot pole. I think Siri can get herself to the final 10. There's no freaking way she's winning the game. And next up we got Rick Devens, and despite the fact that he wasn't in the loop on the last vote, I do think he could be in a good spot coming into the merge. He isn't the most obvious strategic, physical, or social threat. He is great at all of those things, but I do feel like people will underestimate him, not gonna lie. Next up I have Jonathan. I think out of everyone in this season, he has the best chance to pull off like an insane immunity streak. And for the first couple episodes of this season, it really hammered on the fact that Jonathan wants to play a different game this season. So I think we're actually gonna see him be more strategic and social, because like, why else would the show freaking hammer that home for the first 2 episodes of the season? Next up, we got the Rizmas tree, the Rizzler, the Wizard of Oz, Rizdork, baby. But yeah, this man is playing a very, very good game of Survivor right now, and is also getting a great edit, but there is no freaking way that this cast is voting for this goofy man to win this season. And I mean no disrespect if you're watching this, Rizzo. It's just straight up factual actual. Next up, we have Aubrey, who I think is getting an underdog edit. In my opinion, I'm extremely annoying underdog, but underdog nonetheless, and usually that means they might win the season, and I'm really freaking hoping that's not the case this time. Yeah, but Aubrey has a pretty decent edit despite not going to a tribal council yet. And next up we got Jinder Queen. I freaking love this lady so much, dog. One of the best casting choices of the entirety of the new era. And I also think she's playing a very good game of Survivor right now. She would even be playing a better game if, you know, the 2 idols she found she could actually freaking use. Yeah, and I also think there's a very high chance of whoever wins like the Aubrey versus Genevieve beef is probably going to go on to win this season if I had to wager a bet. And the person I think is most likely to win this season currently is Mr. Christian, aka the Poopy Professor. Is this a tad biased because he was my most anticipated player to see return going into the season? You better believe your bottom dollar, buddy. And bro has the most freaking confessionals out of anyone. And the only reason Azie is even close is because he had 18 confessionals in episode 1. No one else is even freaking close to my man Christian in confessionals. Now that tells me 2 things. He's either winning the season or goes out pretty soon and they want to highlight him for a future returning player season. Well guys, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and comment down below and tell me what you thought of this video and if you agree or disagree. And by the way, I know there's a spoiler list. If any of you freaking bozo moronic doofuses try to spoil the season in the comments, I will find you.
Subscriber Bruce will be very sad, and Venus the Stinkers will be mega glad. And make sure to comment about how much Survivor sucks, and about how Liz loves Applebee's even though it's bad. And hit the notification bell, because if you don't like you, says it will be a big mistake. And David the doofus will throw milk in your face, and Camila the killer will kill again. And Stinky Sue, it will make you smell her shoes. And Sage will take a dump on your face.
Hey everybody, this is Bruce here for season 45 Survivor. Now, I, Bruce, the greatest Survivor player to ever exist, demand that all of you subscribe to Meme View. That's M-E-M-E, View, and hit the like button. Or, if you don't, you end up like me on season 44. Alright? You don't want that, do you? Peace!